period before the Civil War, actually in 1847, the state of Missouri passed a law which made it illegal to teach a black person, enslaved or free, to read and write. Not just to go to school, but to read and write, or read or write. The fear was that literacy would lead to rebellion. There had actually been an earlier ordinance passed rule that is often referred to as one run by a freed black man named John Meacham.
In the 19th century, when educating black people was illegal in much of the South, one man defied the law, not just to teach, but to free. His name was John Meacham, a formerly enslaved man who not only gained his freedom, but worked tirelessly to liberate others, including his own father. And when the law tried to silence his mission, he took his school to the water. John Meacham was born into slavery, but through hard work and determination, he was able to purchase his own freedom. Yet he knew true freedom wasn't about escaping bondage. It was about lifting others up. Meacham became a skilled carpenter, a Baptist minister, and an educator. He earned money, not only for himself, but to buy the freedom of his father and others still enslaved. Freedom alone wasn't enough. Meacham understood that knowledge was the key to breaking the chains of oppression. In St. Louis, he opened a school in his church basement, secretly, teaching black children and adults to read and write and gain the skills they needed for a better future. His school flourished, but the law was against him. Missouri authorities, fearing the power of education, passed laws making it illegal to teach black people, whether enslaved or free. Meacham faced a choice: abandon his mission or find another way. Then he had a bold idea. If schools on land were illegal, he would take his classroom to the water. Meacham used his carpentry skills to build a floating school on a flatboat on the Mississippi River, just beyond Missouri's jurisdiction. Here, free from state laws, Meacham and his fellow abolitionist teachers continued their work. They taught reading, writing, mathematics, and even vocational skills, arming black children and adults with the tools to fight for a better future. Meacham's school was more than a place of learning. It was an act of defiance, a beacon of hope. And though history doesn't record the fate of his floating school, his legacy endured. John Meacham was more than a teacher. He was a liberator. He freed himself, his father, and countless others, not just from physical bondage, but from the chains of ignorance. His story reminds us education is power, and that even in the darkest time, knowledge will always find a way to rise. At a time when ignorance was forced upon the oppressed, John Meacham built a school that could not be silenced. A school that floated on the waters of freedom.